So while Jack's making his way out, I thought I'd let you know that I'm going to base my video today on the essentialness, is that a word? How essential it is to be calm around your snake, and why I feel that is so important that you do. So once he's out and made his way further out, I'll be picking Jack up and heading outside in the sunshine, and I'll continue this conversation. See you soon. Okay. Somehow I think Jack knows I've opened the door a bit. How long's it going to take you, mate? Hey, g'day. How you doing? You know what? You and me are going to go out in the sunshine, pal, today, because it's beautiful out there. What do you think? I think Jack would thoroughly enjoy it. Hey, bud. Hi, guys. As you can see, it's morning here. I'm still in my PJs. Sunday, great day to hang around in the PJs for a little while, and especially when you've got quite a bit to do before your actual day begins. So I just wanted to start today with something a little bit different, because a few days ago I opened up my front door, and to my surprise, I'll get out of that sun a bit, to my surprise, this is what come running through my front door. Then I'll tell you a little bit more. So here we go. Okay, bud, where are you? Hey, buddy. He's in the shadows, so you probably won't be able to see him. Okay. Hello, buddy. Hello, buddy boy. So this little guy came bolting through my front door, and he's too little. There's no duck ponds around me. I've looked everywhere where he may have come from. I don't know where. So I'm going to keep him until he gets bigger and would be able to defend himself against bigger ducks and find him a duck pond. So I've just set him up out here in a little area. So at night I cover him over with the tarp, so he's, hasn't got the wind blowing on him. He's got his little pond here. I've just thrown in some food for him. He'll knock that back pretty quick. A little bit of bedding for him, and he's travelling perfectly fine. So there you go. This little wild duck comes running through my front door like, hey, can you look after me for a little while because I'm lost? So that's what I'm doing. So while I'm outside, I'll actually, did he move and come out? Yes. So it's got a bit of sun, a bit of shade if he needs to get in somewhere a bit cooler. He jumps up onto that bowl and then he jumps into the water and has a bit of a swim when he wants to. But he's already grown. Just in a few days he's grown. So, yeah. He seems to be doing okay, don't you, bud? And that's what I call him, buddy. The moment he come through the door, I went, "What are you doing, bud?" so it just sort of stuck. So I just come on over here as well, because I want to show you what I've not done with the enclosures so far. I don't know if you can see this. Well, I'm in zoom, so I guess that don't help either. I'll go out of zoom. There you go. That's as far as I've got. I've painted one enclosure. So, wow, hey, I've done heaps. Guys, I've just not been well enough to really do heaps, but it's a start. I'm actually getting a couple of vents put into the back of this enclosure, and I'm going to be covering up. Well, I could leave the ones up the top, not a problem, but I want the bottom ones sealed. I don't want a draft coming in from the bottom on these enclosures. So I've got some caulking to do, and once that's done, and the door keeps flying shut on me, once that's done, I can start putting in the heat panel, and of course the accessories, and the guy's going to have these to climb on. These of course are going to be Lily's and Amaya's. Amaya's going to be a bit little, as you can see. I haven't started that other one yet. I've started cleaning it, but I haven't got any further. So that's going to be Tessa's, actually, when she's big enough, but Jessie will go into it in the interim, and then of course he's going to get Jack and Lacey's that will be joined together, so that will be ample, and Jack will go into Lacey's. So yeah, that's as far as I've got, guys, and hopefully it won't be too long and it'll be all finished. So just a start to the video, and I'll be back. So here we go. I can't believe, well, I can, the glory. Oh, pardon me, I just had a mouthful of tea. But I cannot believe just how glorious our weather is at the moment. And these birds, mind you, but these are just perfect days to come on outside while I give these birds a little hint of please go away, so that Jack can possibly have some peace out here today. I'll turn out of that sun, that makes me frown and shows all my wrinkles, but yeah. So there you go, Jack. Let's spin this around. Check you out. See what you're going to get up to. But as I said, this video is going to be about what I believe is really important to be around your snake, which is calm. You know, I get that from my snakes anyway. They are so calming, and I've done a video about, you know, these guys being, you know, very much my stress reliever. But I also feel that we can give that certainly back to our snakes as well. That if we are calm around them, that they're more likely to react in exactly the same way. And I think that's should be pretty obvious to people. You know, if you're nervous, and especially nervous and fearful, I'm not talking about, you know, getting your snake out when you're feeling stressed. That's a different emotion. But getting them out and you're afraid of them and fearful of them and nervous, they are going to react in exactly the same way to you, because they need to feel that you're comfortable, and that is how you will get a calm snake, is you being calm and comfortable with them. If you're not, then they're going to feel so insecure, so unsafe, that you will more than likely have a very defensive snake coming at you. And I'm not saying that goes with a snake all of the time, but I see people just, and I'm not talking about, you know, they're fearless to the degree that they just go in, grab this snake out, say, howdy do, have a look at this, and then shove it back in. I don't like that. I hate it, actually. And it's not about that they're doing any harm to the snake, but here's this snake comfortably in their hide, right, having a bit of a nap or a snooze, and all of a sudden this human comes along, takes the hide off, snatches it up, disturbs it for 30 seconds of video of it to say, this is my Bradley or my coastal, and then just throws it back in the enclosure again. I don't like it myself. And like I said, it's not doing any major harm to that snake, but it's certainly not showing that snake that you care about it either. Tell me what you think, guys. You know, I mean, I understand people want to show what snakes they have and what's in their collection and all the rest of it, but I think it could be done in a better way. And, well, I think Jack's been bitten, or some ants are crawling on him and he don't like it. But, you know, I think there's just a much better way. You know, I did a video of all my snakes, one by one by one, but I did that over a whole day. I didn't go in, grab Jack out, put him on my lap, say, well, here's Jack, here's my coastal, and then I shoved him back in his enclosure. I kept him out for another half hour or so, and then I moved on to the next one, and I just did it over the day. My snakes would be like, what are you doing? You don't ever. I don't know if you can see Jack anymore in the shadows over there. I'll go a bit closer so you can. You know, my snakes would be thinking, what are you doing? You don't pull us out for 60 seconds or so and then shove us back in to our enclosure. We come out and we spend time out. So that isn't being calm. That is just being, come here, I want everybody to see you. This is who this is, and see you later, thank you very much. Yeah, It's just how I feel. You know, getting your snake out, spending the time with them, being calm and relaxed, that is what they will be, and that's what they'll get to know, is how life is for them. That you get them out and it's to spend time with them. Of course, you know, there are situations where you have a very active snake and you need to clean their enclosure out, and you'll put them in a tub for a little while. But, you know, I generally allow, say for example, it being Lily, who we know is extremely active, I give her the time out. I let her burn up some of that energy and get some exercise, or I bring her outside and let her roam around for a while, and then I go in and put her in a tub because she's ready to take it easy for a little while, and then I get her enclosure done. I don't get her out, throw her in a tub, clean out her enclosure and throw her back into her enclosure. It isn't the way I do it. And always remember, guys, I'm not saying to you, you better do it my way because my way is the only way and the best way. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just more about telling you guys what I've observed with my snakes, the life that I choose to offer my snakes. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong if you do it differently. I just like giving people some food for thought. Well, maybe I should do it like that. Maybe I should think more along those lines. You know, I love watching videos that people are showing me their snakes. I really do enjoy it. I just think it could be done differently with some. That's all. So anyway, I'm just going to let Jack do a little bit of roaming around. As you can see, he's growing and he's doing marvelously, you know, and the bigger that he gets, I don't know, I'm just loving watching him starting to girth up and become a big boy, and so glad that I've chosen to be the way I am with my snakes. You know, a big snake that's a defensive snake is not a good snake to have around you, and really I don't believe that there's any excuse to have a snake of Jack's size still being defensive in their life. I mean, he is totally fixated on Lily at the moment. And well, I'm still not able to get you to see him because I'm just letting him get further away from me. Hey bud, this is not very good videoing when you're moving away from the cam. Hey. Well, it says it's not your fault. Or not my fault, Mum. You should be keeping up with me. And he's right, I should be. But I get chatting and I don't even realise where my camera is. But yeah, no excuse to have a defensive snake at this size. If you've put the time in with them as little ones, then you're going to end up with a beautifully calm, gentle snake in your life. And that's what big snakes will be. Absolutely. So I'm just going to let Jack cruise around, check things out. We're under the trampoline, which my snakes love. They've always had the availability of a trampoline to get under, to get out of the sun, or if there's lots of birds around, it's a relatively safe place for them to come to. So, yeah. Yes, he's getting a big boy. Not eating at the moment because he's thinking of Lily continuously. But he will eat. He'll eventually go, my tummy's feeling a bit empty, I better grab a meal. So anyway guys, I will say ciao. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your snakes. Love them and enjoy them. And now that Jack's disappearing again on me, I'll zoom in a bit. You right, bud, all the way over there. Right, guys. Ciao.